The Mets close out their 3-game series against the Cubs. Just 4 games to go in the regular season. And the Mets right now are kind of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It'll take a pretty good push to knock them over. The Reds gave them a little shove this afternoon by winning their game. The Mets saw lefty Shota Imanaga twice last year in his rookie season. Once he was brilliant. The other time he gave up 10 runs.
It's been really a tale of 2 seasons for Imanaga. Before the injury, ERA 2.5. Since the injury, ERA around 4.5. Why? Lots of home runs allowed.
3-2 to Lindor. And it's away, ball 4, and so Francisco's on with a leadoff walk. A rare walk for Imanaga, who averages 1.6 walks per 9 innings. This is almost unbelievable when you consider his overall numbers, but Soto in his first plate appearance of the game is hitting 188 this year with only 5 home runs. And Soto gets one off the end of the bat to center. Crow Armstrong back to the warning track, and he's there to make the catch. Soto did not quite square that ball up. There's very little wind tonight. The flags are hanging limp in center field, and Crow Armstrong caught it on the warning track. He'd had his 9-game hitting streak stopped last night. 123 RBIs, second to Kyle Schwarber in the National League. That's ripped down the left field line by Alonso. That's going to go back into the corner. Cut off nicely by Happ. That'll hold Lindor at third. Alonso into second base with his 39th double of the year. And the Mets have the table set, second and third and 1 out. These have not been easy times for Mark. Just 4 hits in his last 31 at-bats. Vientos has got to put it in play. They're giving him an RBI in the middle infield. He gets one in the air, but not very deep. And the third baseman, Shaw and Swanson, they come together. Swanson able to catch it as he falls into the stands, tagging Lindor. The throw by Shaw, and Lindor's out at the plate. They're going to say the ball is out of play. Everybody advances a base. Lindor gets to score, and Alonso gets to go to third. Anytime you catch a ball and fall out of play, it's an automatic advancement for the base runners. And so the Mets take a 1-0 lead.
Counsel is going to argue that he was on the tarp, so the play should have continued.
That's a rule that very rarely comes into effect. Oftentimes in past years, when they didn't have fences in front of the dugout, it would come into play when a catcher caught a foul pop and fell into the dugout. But here with the netting, Swanson catches it and falls out of play.
Yes, 100%. Once he gets into the netting and gets over that railing, then he's out of play, even though he was able to give the ball to Shaw here, who delivered a strike.
1-0 New York. Alonso's now at third, and Brandon Nimmo the batter. And Nimmo drives one into right field for a base hit. That'll bring in Alonso with the second run of the inning. Brandon Nimmo extends his career high with his 92nd run batted in, and it's 2-0 New York.
2-out knocks.
For the Mets tonight will be their best bet, Nolan McLean. Nobody's been better through their first 7 big league starts in a Mets uniform.
Gary, you and I have watched a lot of baseball. I've never seen a guy come up in the middle of August and be your ace a month later, but that's how McLean has become, and he's the most important part for this game tonight.
Kelly strikes out. 3 straight strikeouts now for McLean. And Crow Armstrong down swinging, and Nolan McLean strikes out the side in the second inning. It's Lindor, who walked and scored a run in the first inning. Lindor 2 hits and 4 career at-bats against Imanaga. Lindor unloads one deep left field. Back goes Happ, takes a look, and it's out of here! Francisco Lindor onto Waveland Avenue. His 30th home run of the year. His second 30-30 season. Lindor with a massive home run, and it's 3-0 New York. Mets become only the 3rd team in history to have 2 players go 30-30 in the same season.
The Mets scored 2 runs in the first when Vientos was at the plate, scored the first run of the game when they thought the inning was over.
Line drive left field. Oh, baby! Ian Happ, stop it! How about a Gold Glove conversation? What a play!
So Luis Torrens contributes with the bat, and the Mets have 2 men on. That's 3 straight hard-hit balls against Imanaga to start the inning. Brett Baty. Baty slams one to deep left field. Back goes Happ, back into the well, and it's out of here! Brett Baty with an opposite field 3-run homer off the left-hander. Carlos Mendoza kept Baty in the lineup tonight against the lefty, and Baty comes through with a 3-run bomb to make it 6-0 New York.
Seiya struck out his first time. That is drilled out towards left center field, on its way. Forget it. And way gone. Seiya Suzuki with his first homer since August 6th. And the Cubs are on the board. Number 28 for Seiya, 6-1.
I had to feel awfully good for Seiya. Been waiting to make this leisurely jog around the bases for a good long while, and something for the Cub fans to get excited about here tonight. Kind of weird. He goes right on right changeup.
There's the dangerous Juan Soto. 2 long flyouts to center tonight.
It's drilled out towards right center. PCA. Oh, what a catch! You got to be kidding me. He is unbelievable.
I know the Cubs are on the wrong side of this one, down 5 runs, but I tell you what, they've made some spectacular defensive plays in this game. And now PCA joins that group. Just spectacular stuff from number 4.
So one away. Dansby Swanson coming up.
Fly ball out to right field off the bat of Swanson. Soto back at the wall, and that's gone. Dansby Swanson with an opposite field home run. His second home run in the last 2 innings against McLean. And the Cubs trying to power their way back into this game. It's now 6-2. 2 out and 2 on for Tyrone Taylor. He's now 0 for 5 since coming back from the injured list last night. 1-1. And Taylor lines one past Swanson, base hit. That'll go up the gap and all the way to the wall. Nimmo is in. Baty being waved around third. The relay throw by Horner, cut off. It's a 2-run double for Tyrone Taylor. Welcome back, Tyrone. It's 8-2 New York. Taylor was swinging a hot bat when he got hurt in August, and he gets a huge hit to reestablish a 6-run lead. That's with an 8-2 lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Nolan McLean has struck out 10. First Met rookie to strike out 10 since Kodai Senga 2 years ago. 83 pitches now for McLean, 92 in his last start. And Horner takes strike 3 call. 11 strikeouts for Nolan McLean. That's a season high for any Met pitcher.
Nico was looking for a breaking ball, and he got the express right down the middle.
3-2 now, half weights, McLean.
And it's outside. He walked him. So the Cubs get a man on.
I figure the Cubs are going to need 1 or 2 big flies to get back in this game, and preferably with somebody on base. Just suggesting should Moises be inclined to hit one into those left field bleachers.
Slice the other way. Fair ball. And that one will get out of play. It's an automatic double. And they're at second and third. Ballesteros slices one the other way.
All right, a chance to have an inning here.
So runners at second and third, 2 out with the Mets leading 8-2. The most pitches that McLean has thrown so far, 95. So it's certainly reasonable to conclude that whatever happens, this will be the last batter McLean faces.
Drilled to left. That one on its way. Gone.
And the Cubs are right back in this game. Second home run of the night for Suzuki, a 3-run shot. And now the Met lead is trimmed to 8-5. So Nolan McLean, who had allowed just 1 home run through his first 7 starts, has given up 3 of them tonight. A pair to Seiya Suzuki, who had not homered in nearly 2 months. 11 strikeouts, but 5 runs and 3 home runs allowed by McLean. Mets bullpen has been really good tonight. 2 2/3 innings, no runs, 1 hit from Stanek, Raley, and Rogers. Pete Crow-Armstrong got a fly ball single of his own last time up. And he hits one in the air to right field. Soto has it measured on the warning track. And he's got it, 1 man down. 1 out and 1 on.
He wants that 30th home run, and it wasn't to be. No, no, no.
So now Dansby Swanson, who has one of the 3 Chicago home runs tonight. An opposite field drive against Nolan McLean in the 5th. 2-2 to Swanson. Broken back, grounded to short. Lindor to Acuna. On the first. In time, double play, and the ball game is over. Swanson grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. The Mets take 2 out of 3 in Chicago. Nolan McLean strikes out 11. Lindor hits his 30th, and the Mets still control their playoff destiny. They remain a game ahead of the Reds as they beat the Cubs tonight 8-5.